Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. As part of Microsoft Power Platform series, we are learning Microsoft Power Automate Desktop. So we have already covered message box and input dialogues. So today we are going to discuss variables concept. So what is variable and how to declare a variable? What are all the features available in Microsoft Power Automate Desktop? So let's get started. So let me navigate to uh, Microsoft Power Automate Desktop. So let me delete the existing commands and then let me expand the variables. So here you can see there are n number of options available under variable. So here you can create a no list, and you can create a variable, and you can increment, decrement, set variable, and you can perform the string operation, something like a sort list, a merge list, reverse list. All these things you can perform under list action. So first of all, what is a variable? So variable is a container which you can store a specific value. It might be anything like integer data type, string data type, number data types. Okay, so Microsoft Power Automate Desktop is going to handle all the data types implicitly. Okay, so I have already covered what is data type, how to utilize the data types in the Excel macros and automation anywhere A360 videos. I'll share the description, I'll share the link in the description. Please go through the videos and let me know if you face any issues, and if you are not aware what is variable or data types. So I'm going to discuss in detail. Okay, so anyway, we are going to discuss briefly about the notepad. Let me open a notepad. Well, let's suppose I want to assign some specific value to a variable. So let's say a is equal 10. So a is nothing but variable, and 10 is a value. So we are going to assign 10 to a variable. So let's suppose a is equal to 20, or a is equal to apple, a is equal to 2.3452. So these are all the different types of values. A is equal to 1 comma 3 comma 2 comma 5. So here you can see different types of values we have assigned. A is equal to true. Okay, so you can assign number value, you can assign string value, float value, list value, or else true or false boolean values. So this is a variable which it can store the specific value. It might be anything like a number, float, decimal, boolean. So you don't need to worry about these all data types. So if you are aware with how to assign a value to a variable, that is fine. So Microsoft Power Automate is going to handle implicitly all the data types. So let's get started. So first we are going to learn how to assign or set a variable. So to do that, we need to click on set variable. So here you can set your variable name. So in this case our variable name is a, but in real time scenario, so we are not supposed to declare a variable something like a, v, b, d, something like that. And also we are not supposed to use this variable, default variable. Why? Because that naming convention something like new var. So it is very difficult to understand what is new var, what is the value available in new var. So because of that reason, we need to provide some descriptive name to declare a variable, something like v name or v number, something like that. Okay, so in this case, what I'll do, I'm trying to declare name, v name, and here I'll set name as apple, and let me click on save. So let's suppose if you want to display the message, what you can do message, and let me drag and sorry message. Okay, so let me drag and drop display message, and here I'll print the vname variable. So result, let me select variable selection, and that is vname, and let me click on save. This is how we can set some value to a variable. It might be number, data type, float, string, character, boolean, whatever it is. So it is going to handle implicitly, and the result is apple. And Let me change it to apple as 1, and let me try to run this task once again. Here it will display a result as 1. So it will automatically handle any data type. It might be number, boolean, string, whatever it is. You don't need to worry about the data types. Here we need to learn only how to declare a variable and how to assign a value to the variable. So let's suppose I want to perform some increment operator. So increment variable. So increment variable is nothing but it will increment the value automatically by step value. So here what I'll do, I'll just choose our variable, that is vname, and I want to increment the value 2, or every time I want to increment the value by 2. Let me collect on that 2. And now our actual value is 1, but we are trying to increment the value as 2. The result should be 3. Let's see both the results. So let me drag and drop, and let me copy the message box to the end after performing the increment operator also. Okay, so let me run this task. So this is how we can set some specific value to a variable can display. So that we have already set the value 1 to vname variable, and here we are displaying as 1, and here we are incremented by 2. So 1 plus 2, 3. So even we can perform the decrement operator as well. So let me drag and drop the decrement operator over here, and similar way. So here let me choose our variable, that is vname, and let me provide decrement value as 1, and let me copy paste the message box over here. Okay, so let's see. Now the results will vary based on the operators. And let me try to run this task. So here for the first time the variable value is 1, and second time we have incremented by 2, that means 1 plus 2 is 3, and third time we are going to decrement by 1, that is 3 minus 1 is 2. So this is how we can assign some specific value to a variable, and we can increment the value and we can decrement the value as well. So that's all for today, guys. And the next session we are going to learn a list variable, and we can also perform different operations on the list variable. So these are all the very important things we need to learn. In the real time scenario, we need to handle all these situations. So we need to assign some value to a variable, and we need to create a list, and we need to perform some list operations, and we need to extract the data, and we need to increment and decrement the values, and we need to assign some value to a variable dynamically. So these all are the things we are going to learn. Okay, so hope you like this video. Please subscribe and don't forget to click on bell icon. I'm going to upload series of videos on Microsoft Power Automate Desktop.